think it's a great concept. I think the RFL should be congratulated on what they've done. I think to have all these great teams turn up, great support, great stadium, great surface, and I think it's an outstanding event. I loved it last year, and we've got a different challenge this year playing Leeds, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to this weekend's challenge.
To get the win at the weekend, it obviously put a little bit more daylight between ourselves and Castleford, a team that have obviously got, I would say, very similar aspirations to us this season, and it'll keep us, in touch. We're battling for that 8th spot, which is very, very important. It was this time last year where we felt we used the Magic Weekend as a real catalyst to go on and achieve the success that we achieved last year. I think that is, that's still in the players' minds, and I think as a team, and certainly how many points we've accrued already, we're in front of where we were at this stage last year. So, a win this weekend, would give us a tremendous boost and sort of keep us in touch with where we want to be with.
It's a huge game for us. Obviously we're on 7 points. We're looking to start chip away and moving up the ladder a little bit. It's my second game in charge, and I want to get off the board as quick as I can. So it's an important game for the players, for the fans, and obviously for the coaching staff.
I guess you'd certainly, you and the fans and the players probably had settled for a repeat of last year. The euphoria that you experienced at the end of that game when David Hodgson went down the touchline.
Yeah, definitely settled for that result again. But obviously it'd be nice to win, a lot more comfortably. But we realise it's going to be a real tough game. Hull FC have got all their best players back and they're playing well, so it should be a good game.
I think we've all been in games where we've won games that way. We've been in games where we've lost games that way, and unfortunately it was a derby and it was on Magic Weekend, but you've got to let it go. And now look, we'll be going out there from a coaching point of view to beat KR and get the 2 points. That's all our focus is, but from a Hull FC point of view, we'd love to give our fans bragging rights. We'll take the 2 points and give them bragging rights.
I'm sure they're going to be fired up because they weren't taken lightly or easily that we beat them and put a score on, to be fair, but I know that they'll be better than last time, and we're going to have to be better as well.
Early in the year we found out real close hand how tough they are. They came to the John Smith Stadium and beat us comprehensively. What we have to do is make sure that we're aware of some of the threats that they have, which they play with a hell of a lot of offload and a hell of a lot of movement of the ball, and we've got to try and combat that.
Yeah, Warwick and the Saints generally have great contests, and they've been the headline game, if you want to call it that. And hopefully a lot of the other fans hang around, and the bigger the crowd, the better the atmosphere. The better the atmosphere, the more the players enjoy it.